All right, welcome back to World of Tapir. The story thus far is that the False Sun crew have been investigating the disappearance of their captain, Varen, and they have followed leads, making their way to the casino known as the Fortune's Flame. There, they encountered an old friend, enemy, most likely enemy, but for now it's a tense allyship as Cornello, the incursive general of Mineros, has offered a assistance in the form of a tiefling who has been spying on the people uh, who have seemingly kidnapped the captain. Um, so they made their way towards the. They are making their way towards the location that they had been informed about by their new addition, and through the night they got attacked by a clouder of displacer beasts. After sending them on a one-way trip to the afterlife, the displacer beasts, I mean, the party has now have a moment of rest, if not for the fact that their horses have ran off into the forest deep at night. And with that, let us begin. The time is now yours.
All right. We
Alright.
should probably go get those.
Yes, we should.
I'll stay here with Corvus. Watch the camp.
I will go with the captain then.
Okay then.
What
Alright.
is Sushi doing?
Follow me. Sushi.
Chakvi?
I had to plug my headphones in. Where am I going?
We're getting the horses?
Yeah,
Why-
get the
why are
horses
the
back.
Oh
Because
wait,
they were attacked. It just happened.
Yeah,
They ran off into the forest.
there are.
wait. Aren't I meditating?
No, you
No,
killed.
we're just out of combat. Remember, it was just in the recap. We just fought displacer beasts.
I know. I mean, like, wasn't I gonna? Whatever.
No,
Do you need
no.
help
the
or no?
This is immediately after. We need to get the horses, or else this trip is going to take a month
Wait.
to get
Way too
there.
long. There and back.
There and back again. Okay. Do you need my help to get horses?
Yes.
I'm not exactly the best horse person.
Look, you might not be the best at horses, but you can help us look out.
Fine. I'll look for horses.
I shall also look for horses.
All right,
I shall also look for horses.
all right.
I'm not looking for horses.
Roll either nature or survival.
Hey, character sheet.
I have -1 in both.
Oh, well, that sounds like a personal problem.
That's a
Only you
5
could-
in survival.
If only you could have had us roll perception to perceive the horses.
No, this is definitely.
They probably ran off enough to where it had to be tracking.
Yeah, this is definitely a tracking.
I rolled a 6.
Oof.
I rolled a 5. I trip on a stick.
Could I? So I'm not going with them, but could I at least help out? Tell them send a direction where they could have gone. Like try roll as well.
Uh, yeah, roll either nature or survival.
Okay.
Need to get my dice. Is that Corvus joining us?
Yes.
17.
All right, you think for a moment and realize they ran sort of southwest.
Okay. I pointed southwest to them and say, "All right, head over there. Start looking over there." I think I got a sense that they probably went in that direction.
I grab my lantern.
All right.
All right. Thank you, Locax.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go then.
All right.
When we return, I'm going to have to bunk in whoever had a single tent. I can only do that little trick once.
That would be that would be sushi.
We'll decide. Yeah, we'll decide that when you get back. Probably sushi.
Most likely sushi.
Okay, let's get going. I'll try my best.
All right.
All right, have fun. Don't get yourselves killed out there.
You know, if you're better at this, maybe you should be doing this.
All right, goodbye. I'll wait for you guys here.
All right. So you'll head deep into the forest.
Uh,
It is funny that because he's smart, this book learned motherfucker is better at tracking than the rest of us.
So
Yeah.
are y'all gonna do anything to try and increase your chances of finding them, or just wander around and hope you run into
I know
them?
what I can do.
Sorry.
I know what I can do.
And what's that?
What can you do?
Fucking nothing. That's what. Okay. Use of the compass has been used up for the day. Fucking Christ. I just had to roll a goddamn 5.
Yeah. The compass like points a little bit to the left, and you look and just see that it's a deer that's currently sleeping.
Boy, I love when my dice keep me from progressing the story.
In all fairness, it's not the dice, because this is you've gone through both digital and physical dice, multiple different sets. It's just your luck. You need to get like a 4-leaf clover or something.
I'd offer a rabbit's foot, but anyway,
I got lucky cats.
I guess I'll try moving faster.
All right, all right.
I'm
Will that
gonna.
help?
You could look around.
I'm going
I'm
to.
looking.
I'm going to lift my lantern and light it up to give us some light in this darkness.
All right, all right.
Most of us have dark vision.
Yeah, I think.
I don't have dark vision.
Okay, right,
I
right.
know. But I didn't say all. I said most.
All right.
Oh,
Then, yeah. After a while, go ahead and all of y'all go ahead and roll either nature or survival.
Nature again. 12.
E.
I'm going to be using a feature. My packed boon, packed to the talisman.
Am I lucky? Do I have the lucky feat?
I don't know. Do you?
I do. Fuck you. I'm using
Okay,
it.
then use it.
That turns that 7 to an 8.
Yeah.
I'm fucking useless.
I'm not good at this.
How many you have? If you have luck, then that means you have 3 luck points a day. You can spend them all on the same roll if you want.
That's right. It's not dawn yet.
Yeah.
We haven't finished our long rest because there was an ambush.
We're probably gonna have to start it over.
No, that's not how it works.
It depends on how annoying your GM is.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna make you start from
What
scratch. Worst case.
That landed cocked, so I'm re-rolling. Oh my
Okay.
fucking god!
You're
No,
not.
no, 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 no,
needing
no.
to
I like
listen-
as y'all are doing this, you suddenly hear neighs in the distance and see Corvus has encountered one of the horses. Corvus has followed into the forest and found one of them, like 300 feet to the left.
I am casting Expeditious Retreat on myself, and I am running at that horse.
All right, Corvus, what's your plan? You just found a horse.
I'm just gonna go ahead and try to comfort it,
All right, roll animal
approach it
handling.
quietly. All right.
All right. Now, what are you doing to try and comfort it?
Try to come over and offer it some food.
As you step near a branch, you step on a branch and it breaks and it spots you and just starts and runs like. Let me roll a d8 to see which direction it rolls.
We Why are we letting the bird continue to try to roll animal handling?
Because she's the only one with a positive
It,
animal handling
It,
thing
it
in this small group
it
here.
roll.
It's
I mean, I have
not
a-
like
I-
it helps.
It takes.
I have a +1.
It takes off in a southern direction.
Yeah,
It's
and
not
Corvus
like-
is +4.
It's not like it has helped her in the past.
Okay, then you start rolling animal handling checks.
How
Well, I gotta catch up to the
how
horse.
fast does it? How fast does Expedious Retreat make you?
It doubles my speed and allows me to. No, it allows me to use the dash action at the end of the turn for a bonus action, so I can dash twice.
Okay.
So I have a total of every 6 seconds I can run, I guess, 90 feet.
90 feet. All right.
Yeah.
Let me double check. I need to double check the.
How fast the horse is?
I think you're running faster than a horse. Yeah, because
How many miles per hour is
Well,
90 feet?
oh wait, no, a draft.
I want to say something about a previous campaign while we're talking about outrunning horses.
Yeah.
So in one of my old finished campaigns, Hellhounds, I played a tiefling bard named Karlek, and he was a College of Satire bard. Now, College of Satire has a feature called tumbling, which allows you to. It's basically just cunning action, but for bards, because it let me dash, disengage, or hide as a bonus action.
Ah.
So what I was able to do, because I also had I think I also took up mobile or something, or no, I think it was just basic speed. Because I was able to action dash and bonus action dash, there were moments where people were on horses or the druid wild shaped as a horse, and then there's just this silly little demon man running alongside of them, tripping and rolling every so often in a comedic way.
I'm just imagining that
Getting
swimming.
right back to his feet.
I'm just imagining that swimming video. You know, the one where he almost drowns, and when he's at the end, he's like, "How was that?"
I know the one you're
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah, it's because these are draft horses. Chuck,
And to answer your question, Sushi,
hold on, put a pin in that, because let's get back to the sushi. Because these are draft horses, you are gaining about 10 feet on it every round. Between all your stuff.
I am running at 10 miles an hour.
Yeah. So you are catching up. How long does Expedious Retreat last?
I think an hour?
An hour?
That sounds wrong. I think it only lasts a minute.
10 minutes. 10
Okay.
minutes.
10 minutes.
Okay, 10 minutes.
okay.
Yeah, that's enough to make it. After about
It's hard to tell how long concentration spells will last. Usually an hour is pretty normal for a
no, they
concentration
range from
spell.
1 minute to they range from 1 minute to 10 minutes to an hour. Those are the three.
Yeah.
No, they can be 24 hours.
Not a
Where
a concentration? No, if it's 24 hours,
There
it's usually just happens. Water breathing.
Anyway,
Yeah. Anyway, after about 5 minutes of just running, you manage to catch up to it, and you're running alongside it. What do you do?
Hey, how you doing?
It's starting to veer, because it's scared. But
I would like to try to calm the
all
horse.
right, roll it.
Calm.
Roll animal handling.
Calm. 5. Calm.
You try to calm it by like pulling on its mane, and it just like veers and makes it hard, like skidding a bit or drifting a bit.
All right. That didn't work. I want to try to catch up with it again,
All right.
and I want to try to grapple the horse.
All right. Roll athletics.
Yeah, motherfuckers. You're gonna take this down.
Ooh! You're not gonna like what I got. You're really not.
Gonna
Go
be a
ahead.
nat
I got
20.
the horse got a nat 20.
Of course. What are the odds? What are the odds? This horse
Considering our luck.
This horse is so
Fucking good.
resilient.
Jesus.
Okay, I think I have an idea. Hang on. And I clap my hands together, and dust forms beneath my
it
feet,
starts-
slowly lifting me up as
It's gonna start
As-
moving like after that. It veers in like a let's see, northeastern direction. So it pretty much makes a full U-turn. Is running in a northeastern direction.
I do that as I use my elemental gift to give myself a 30 flying feet that lasts for 10 minutes.
All right.
And I will go after it, dashing for 60.
I mean, they ran for like several minutes, so they're like way ahead of you.
Well, I can also take the shortest route because I'm flying.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
And the horse is running towards them.
Yeah, the horse is pretty much running towards closer to your direction. Slightly to your. Let's see, you were running south, which means if you're running south, that means it's like running towards you, but slightly to your left. What do you do?
I want to try and get on its back.
All right, roll animal handling. I'll say you have advantage because you're flying.
That's a nat. Okay, thank you. That was a natural one.
Yeah.
God damn it, these dice.
Ugh.
That's a 3 because that's a -1 to my animal. Wait, animal handling?
Yeah.
Fuck, I hit the wrong thing. Alright, so that's actually 5, not a.
I mean,
3.
that's still.
I accidentally rolled
So,
that once.
you managed to like get like close to it and like you try to get on its back. You grab its mane and suddenly you're being pulled along with it as it's going like. Like you are
I didn't
flailing
want this,
about.
Didn't want this. I believe this is what they call
This is how
jet
the
skiing.
campaign ends. We're stuck in the woods chasing horses while demon fucking world.
Biddy, can you speak up a bit? I think you're a bit far from your mic or something.
Turn up your volume.
Uh,
That did not help.
so
That did not help.
so
Oh,
yeah, so you have this horse running through a forest. Your new member to the crew is currently flailing about, holding onto its mane.
I think I just invented
The
paragliding.
other horse is just fucking who knows where.
We're stuck on side quests.
Why don't y'all roll perception? I rolled a percentile to see where the horse is for the other horse.
I can't use
Can I roll
use
perception?
the fucking compass because my wisdom is
Changing dice.
fucking awful.
Joel, for your perception to try and find the other
Wasted my
horse, I'll say
daily
that
use.
you have disadvantage because you're flailing about.
15.
15? All right.
15 to see the horse.
You see the other horse is like 30 feet away, just munching on grass. I rolled percentile to see how close it was to the to where y'all are, and I got a 90.
I'm busy having branches smacked into my eyes because that was a natural one.
Yeah. You lose your grip and you just go flying wherever the momentum carries you.
George, watch out for that tree! Smack!
I'm just gonna go up to the closer horse and see if I can just grab the reins gently and bring it back to camp.
All right, roll animal handling.
Silver, I feel like this is something you could commiserate
I'll
with.
say
Why is it that
I'll say with
that I
advantage
don't-
because the horse is
Okay.
calm.
The other one does
15?
panicking like hell.
15.
All right, yeah, the horse is the horse like wants to continue eating that particular patch of grass, but once it's done, it's fairly compliant.
I'm convinced I got some factory seconds. This D20 looks like it got sanded a little too much.
Oof.
Yeah, try factory reset your D20.
How do you do that? You throw it at a wall as hard as possible.
You should put it in salt water, test its weight. So
Silver,
Levere has brought one of the horses back to camp.
I go to bed.
All right.
Hey,
are you gonna
finally
tie
got
the
it
horse
back.
up first?
I grabbed the horse from Levere and tied up.
All right. Sushi, there's still the horse that's freaking out.
I'm gonna try to come after. I'm gonna try to come after that horse.
All right, roll animal
I
handling.
hey, where's the other one? Just
16.
Yeah, you managed to finally grab. You finally managed to grab the reins, and you managed to pull yourself on top of it and get at least some semblance of control. It's not calm, but you can at least direct where it's going
Awesome.
to an extent.
I will turn it towards the camp,
All right,
even if it takes a big old arc.
all right. So,
Can I commiserate with you for just a second? Why is it I get so many more nat 20s when I'm playing as the monster? When I am DMing, I feel so
Oh,
bad
no,
that I got like
look, I am
three nat 20s in a row last week, and I can't get above a 10.
No, I completely empathize with you. My rolls last week were terrible too, and my first roll of this turn was a nat 20.
Just yeah, no, I
There has to be some
know
kind of
what I
curse.
mean.
Yeah.
It feels
Either way, you managed to get it back to the camp, but it's still like very, very skittish.
I'm gonna try use. Can I use animal handling to calm it
Yeah,
down?
you could try.
Okay.
What do you do to try to
Alright,
calm it down?
Oh, when am I gonna do it? Calm it down? I'm gonna approach it, walk to it slowly, have my hand extended, try to pat on it.
Okay.
I mean, 15.
Yeah, I'll say that between its like, I'll say that's enough to finally, as it's been subdued by Sushi, as it's finally made its way back to the light of the campfire, you manage to gently pet its nose, and it starts to calm down. And you tie it down next to the other horse as it lays down and tries to drift back to
There you
sleep.
go, fella.
I just slowly float back and then just.
Yeah, y'all
Right
look
up
around
behind.
and see that your guest is like about 50 feet back, stuck in a tree.
Where's the other one?
Help! My horns are stuck.
uh,
No, good job. See, was that so hard?
yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm asleep.
Going to bed.
I'm bunking with Sushi.
oh, have you been removed from the tree yet?
Can I try and pull myself free?
Sure. Roll in acrobatics.
Whatever.
I can't believe you.
10.
All right. Let's see.
Don't do this.
You manage to wiggle yourself free and fall like flat on your stomach, taking 3 points of fall damage.
I can fly
Oh,
still.
okay,
If
then
it has
never
been
mind.
10 minutes.
You manage to get yourself free and start to fall and
Yeah.
land and stop yourself when you remember you can fly about an inch above the ground and take 0 damage.
In the morning, this will all be a bad dream.
Rest time.
Yes.
I just float into the tent and then onto the
So
bed.
who has final watch?
I'll have final watch.
I believe you already had a watch, didn't you?
Oh, I thought I had the third one.
No, Levere was the one who was on watch last.
Oh, okay.
It was
Okay.
Remember, woke everyone up by firing in the air.
Oh, yeah.
yeah. The people who have not had watch yet are Corvus and Sushi.
What? No, I had
You
one.
did?
Yeah, Sushi was after me.
I'll have a watch.
Okay. Yeah, Corvus will finish up the last of Levere's watch since Levere went to sleep.
Okay, long rest done.
All right.
Can I click long rest again?
Almost. Let's just see how Corvus goes. Corvus, go ahead and roll perception as the others file into their tents, and you keep an eye on, hopefully, 12. All right. You hear some weird noises in the night. An owl, and then it flies off, and you hear a twig break. Then you hear nothing. For a brief moment, you feel like you're being watched. But then it passes. And eventually, the lights that guide the sky go pitch black, signifying the sun about to rise. Now you all can complete your long rest.
Awesome.
Good morrow, compatriots.
Yay. I no longer have all my spell slots taken up. And features and traits. Hello.
2 wasted uses of the lucky feet, and I can use the compass again next time.
I'm sorry, I had to switch my battery. Why are we rolling initiative?
We're not.
Oh.
Weird. That was just, I think, Lorcax messing up a roll.
Yeah. Is it playing?
Yeah, it's playing.
Yeah.
Okay, it was just absurdly quiet.
Well, good morning, you.
Jewel.
Being a
Gemstone.
captain is hard work.
Good morning, Gemstone.
Jewel.
That's what I said.
I will allow it.
Alright, everybody.
Let's.
Back up. Get back onto the road.
Well, we should probably eat first, but then yeah.
True. What do we do with the corpses?
Yeah, the displacer beast
Kind of
corpses
skin
are just still littered around the camp.
Who wants to skin them?
Don't look at me.
I'm not good at skinning.
I'm gonna try to skin them.
Again, I have a -1 to survival checks.
And I have a 0.
And
Anyway,
I have a +1.
Hey, it's better than mine.
so I'm gonna try to skin it. Silver,
Okay, go ahead and roll survival.
watch this be the highest roll I've rolled yet. Oh, no, never mind. I got an 8.
Can I assist? I like giving her.
Sure.
It's only. That got her a 7 instead. Got him a 7 to 7.
Yeah, that as you like start cutting into it, You accidentally slice off one of the tentacles, and you when trying to like salvage
Where did you get the 7 from?
when
I assisted for advantage, and
Yeah, that wasn't sushi rolling for
Oh.
survival.
the sushi.
That was
Oh.
Lukacs
Damn it.
again.
Okay, sushi, roll survival.
that's
Okay.
stealth.
16. Oh, no. Okay, so 10.
Okay, what is your survival? Just a straight. We're going with the first
Yeah.
roll, which was a 14.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, no, that. You manage to get some bits. You start. There's a few holes in it. It's not the best, but at least the tentacles are still intact. Uh, you you you're pretty sure that this might be able to sell. Hopefully, it's not the best job, but it's also not necessarily the worst.
Okay, I'm gonna try on the second one.
All right, go ahead and roll.
Make sure to put what you harvest in the bag of coaling so it doesn't go bad.
Good idea. We'll do that. By the way, do you want to do it and I'll assist this time?
Hmm?
Do you want to do the harvesting and I will assist?
Sure, I can give it a try.
I will assist. Do that advantage.
11.
Oof. And that was with.
What the fuck is wrong with us today?
Yeah.
That was
The
with
dice
the
gods
advantage?
are
What
not
was
pleased.
and was that with advantage because Sushi was assisting?
Yeah. No. It. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Do we
you start
today?
you start to cut into it, and then like, you know what came over you? Just like your vision goes white, and when it comes back, you're like covered in blood, and the entire thing is like eviscerated. Sushi, you just saw one of the most brutal like stabbings ever. Like the thing has like you have never seen anyone stab that fast and just like completely destroy pretty much any semblance of a creature.
That's a bit extreme for an 11, don't you think?
Eh,
Respect, Jewel. Respect.
Where'd that come from?
You want to try again on the third one?
I'd rather not.
All right, I'll try again this time.
all right. Is Drool assisting?
I'll assist.
Okay, roll with advantage.
We are screwing up royally right now.
I got an 11.
Ugh.
Jeez.
Okay, you don't have any blackouts, but you do end up getting a bit carried away and start just like once you get like your hand inside and feel like some of the organs, you're just like, you know, your stomach starts growling. You haven't had breakfast yet. It's not the first time you've eaten a dead monster.
No, but I usually prefer them warm.
I mean, it was only a couple hours ago. It's not. I mean, yeah, it's not warm, but
Yeah, that's completely cooled off. It's like a
it's lukewarm.
like a tauntaun,
It's lukewarm.
like the inside of a tauntaun.
Yeah. So you just start, you just start like munching on it and forget what you were doing. Yeah. Sorry.
Breakfast.
Yeah. There's always that. So you got one tattered displacer beast pelt out of all that.
You know what? Next time we are going to try and keep it.
Next time y'all visit Tavels, y'all should probably buy the book that gives you advantage on these kinds of things. Or was it a bonus?
I don't remember.
I don't either. I'd have to look up the
Doesn't
store
matter.
stats.
You've got the spreadsheet.
I do have a
somewhere.
spreadsheet, but I don't feel like opening it right now since y'all are nowhere near tables right now. So as the sun rises and Sushi eats her breakfast of displacer beast guts, what's everyone else doing?
I'm eating some salt beef.
I clean myself off.
Just unprepared, hard as wood salt beef. Just fucking gnawing on it.
All right.
You're a kobold. It doesn't matter.
I know.
Are you eating it in real life too?
No, just a piece of gum in my mouth.
Uh,
Yeah, it sounds the same.
all right.
It's full yum.
Anything y'all want to do or talk about? While y'all have y'all's morning routine, or do y'all want to skip to?
Guess.
Oh,
The horse is okay. I noticed they got a little. I noticed the horses got a little battered during the fight.
yeah.
I'm like just trying to like try to get friendly with the horses, even though they're
It's
still.
fine. The horses had a long rest.
uh, one of the horses you do notice does have a gash on the side. It's not too deep, but if left alone, it could get infected.
Anyone have any disinfectant?
No.
No.
Can start treating that with like whatever it's like in my satchel. Like,
Corvus,
I
can you
don't
get a
really
bit
have to
closer to your
defend it.
mic? You are
Alright,
inaudible.
I'm trying to say is like I could try like treating it with whatever I have in my satchel. Like
Your
stuff.
doctor's bag? What?
I don't have a doctor's bag. But like I wanna just try to see if maybe I could
Get
try
closer to
treating
your
it with
mic.
like some of the stuff around here.
I think he's in the bathroom.
Why? Where are you? There's like you are incredibly inaudible.
You have the worst acoustics imaginable at the moment,
Corvus.
Corvus.
Yeah.
Like not to diss ya, but like your acoustics right now are atrocious.
Yeah. You sound like you're either in a bathroom or a cathedral, and I'm not sure which.
Or a long hallway.
Yeah.
You're in an area that has too much echo, is what we're saying.
Look, just have the bird, like, heal the horse and let's get going. We have places to be.
I'm just trying to like I'm just trying to see if I could heal with the scar
All right.
with like my stuff.
What are you using to heal? Spell, item, what?
Let's just go with like if like a cure wounds could help right now,
All right.
or if not, yeah.
Go ahead and roll how much you're healing.
Yeah, right now. Shoot. Yeah. I got 13.
Yeah, as you place your hand on it and say a quick prayer to the Raven Queen, you see the wound begins to close up, and a bit of the dried blood seems to like flake off, leaving behind some fairly clean fur. Not like super clean, but reasonably clean. It seems like the horse is probably good to go.
Oh, that's good. I'd like to see if the horse will act friendly towards me now since I healed it of its injury
Roll
or
animal
marking.
handling, and I'll give you advantage because you were just friendly.
See, and rolling.
Hell yeah!
Finally.
The horse, feeling better, like places its head in your like hands, like you know that horse nuzzle that horses do. It does that.
Ah, yes, the universal experience of horse nuzzling.
I'm sure if y'all had named
Mm.
it, it would be willing to accept that name. No. But y'all never named it because
But
y'all
Like-
didn't want to grow attached.
Wait. Wait, like, are we borrowing these horses?
Y'all bought
or
it.
Are we, did we...
Y'all,
technically,
Oh.
we bought it, but we plan on selling it back at the end. Probably, maybe.
I think y'all bought it because y'all don't expect it to make it back.
Also true. Yes.
Yeah, we bought it so that if it died, we wouldn't have to pay a fine. We just figured it would be cheaper just to buy it and have it die.
Which is dark, but also no. Yeah, that's fair.
I mean,
Oh my
y'all remember what
God,
happened
oh my
last
God,
time y'all
like,
got horses?
It was acid. It was acid.
You're
And that
right.
was for the one that survived.
I found a kazoo on Amazon that has a trombone slide.
Oh, that sounds awful. I love
Well,
it. Isn't
yeah,
that just
so
a slide
I'm
whistle?
just basically...
No, it's about a foot long,
Oh.
and it's metal.
Alright.
So Corvus is just being all over the horse right now for the rest of the morning now, since it's acting friendly and Corvus is shedding a tear. Finally an animal's actually, like, paying her mind and not in a negative light.
Hell yeah. Alright, so as y'all finish your morning routines and hitch the horses to the wagons, and...
The slide doesn't do anything.
Oh, that's lame.
It's just there for aesthetic.
That's lame. And y'all finish your morning routines, hitch the horses to the wagon, and get prepared to set off on your journey. Who's taking the reins?
I will this time.
You will?
I would, but I'm not proficient in land vehicles. I'm only proficient in water vehicles.
Alright. Well, you'll take another animal handling to keep the horses calm and see how fast it goes, so go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll, Jewel.
Alright, Joel, go.
Come
Good
on.
luck. Good luck.
Oh no. As you begin to go, it like for a good hour is like the bumpiest ride ever. It seems like the horses are intentionally making the wagon hit like every rock and every root. Everyone in the back can feel it.
I'm gonna poke my head out and stare hard at a horse.
Are you trying to like?
It's a 16 for intimidation.
Yeah, I'll say the ride gets a little more smooth after that.
Just glare at the horse, just.
Yeah, the horses can recognize authority that comes with your hat, and the ride is
Game recognized.
a little bit smoother.
Game recognized.
Now let's see what your encounter is gonna be.
Do we get to roll for the encounter?
If you look in the notes, you can tell that I'm not really all that pleased.
Do you want to roll for the? I was okay. Yeah, you. One of y'all can roll. Roll a d8.
I'll roll.
No, please, no.
One
no.
of y'all.
No.
A D8.
Yeah, d8.
I expected it to be percentile, and I had that ready. Give me a sec. Back. One is
I only
you're
Rolling a
D8.
D8, but it's just for fun.
I only have a handful of prepared encounters.
4.
4? Alright, 4. Alright.
Yes.
So your ride is fairly smooth after Levere had intimidated the horses And as you're walking by, you come to a crossroads of sorts. There's no sign that indicates one way from another. It branches to the left and to the right.
Which way, people?
Always go left.
Left it is.
All right.
Sure.
All right.
What they say about dungeons. You always
Isn't that
take
always
the
go
left.
right?
Well, for labyrinths, it's always keep your hand on one side of the wall and just follow that. It doesn't have to be the right. It doesn't have to be the left. It just has to be a wall, and never let go of that wall.
Left is better.
So, as you start heading left, you come across a come across a bridge that looks somewhat. It's a stone bridge, but you can see some of the pillars have given way. It's still standing.
Wait, I thought we took a right.
What? You said left.
I don't know.
I thought we said left.
Okay.
We went
Yeah.
left. We went left.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So yeah, you come across a bridge, a stone bridge that's going over a river. You can see that some of the middle pillars have given out, but the bridge still stands. You can also see an armored figure sitting next to the bridge. He full plate armor, somewhat tarnished. Seems to be some kind of steel that has a bit of tarnishing on it. The figure looks to be draconic, judging by the shape of the helmet, as well as the spines or the horns coming out of it at the chin, and a tail that is also completely armored. Next to him is a great sword, and a battle axe. He sees you and says, "Hello, well met.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Hello.
I see you've come across quite the pickle that I have.
What's the pickle?
The bridge. As you can see, the pillars have given
the
out.
bridge.
Surely it would not be able to withstand the weight of one armored such as I.
What type of armor is this person
Full
wearing?
plate.
He's wearing like full plate
Yeah.
now. Full plate armor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Completely armored.
Okay.
Head to toe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The only parts that's not armored is the horns coming out of his face.
What brings you here?
Ah, I was just traveling. I'm on a bit of a furlough, as it were, and I wanted to explore the lands to the west. I was in the east, and I've been on a bit of a pilgrimage, you could say. But I...
Shit.
Hello?
No, this is out
Oh.
of character. Fucking, I just dropped my D4.
Oh, shit. Put on shoes.
Ah!
Is
I'll
it
drop.
metal?
No, it's plastic, but it's small, and I don't know where it is. And now my set's incomplete.
You're gonna find it if you don't wear
You will
shoes.
find it.
This is a promise. You're gonna take 1d4 damage. Is 1d4 damage a lot? Depends on the context. In a battle, no. Stepping on it, yes. So,
Fuck, where did it go?
alright, well, while Biddy's looking for that, where were we?
If we may ask, what is your name, friend?
Names. Nobody's called me by a name for so long that I seem to have forgotten.
Can I roll insight on
Sure.
that? 12.
Hard to read. You can't see any facial expressions, so it's very hard to read.
I would like to see if I could see inside the armor.
All right, roll perception.
All right, I'm gonna use a physical dice for once. Yeah, come on. I got 10 plus 3, 13.
No. The sun's
better.
overhead, so like the shadow is like it's got like hard shadows in the few bits that aren't like you know like the visor.
I asked the guy in armor, the suit in armor. You said you're in a pickle. Like, what's going on exactly?
The bridge, as I explained, it's missing some pillars, and surely it would collapse without the support. And those rushing waters would toss and turn me about.
Do you need help getting through the other side?
Yes, that would be most fortuitous if you could assist. I'm sure it would aid in you as well if your wagon were to fall in. That would be disadvantageous.
I would like to cast Detect Thoughts.
All right. So that means for surface level thoughts, if I'm remembering correctly, surface level thoughts, there's no roll. You automatically detect surface level thoughts. I only have to resist
Yes.
if you're gonna dig deeper.
Mhm.
Okay. Surface level thoughts are. It's a nice day. Today is a nice day. It was raining a few days ago, but it seems that's passed. Hopefully these friendly people can aid me. Wonder if they have any food.
I want to dig deeper.
Okay. What is the DC I have to do?
Wisdom 16.
16? Oh, that wasn't.
The way you phrased that sound like the type of thoughts that you think when you're trying to fool a telepath.
I mean, those are the kind.
Well, if these dice are fucking helping me at all,
Those
I'll
are
just
the
use
kinds
the
of
digital
thoughts
dice.
that I have on a regular basis.
I mean, these friendly people help me.
The as you dig
Have you been trying to fool a telepath?
as you dig deeper, as you dig deeper, you do find more about the weather, but slightly more in depth. It says, "I do quite enjoy. Did quite enjoy the warm weather. It is a shame that it's going to become colder. I could never stand the cold. Hopefully I can make it to the place in the far west where the winters are nice and warm."
Towels are oh so fluffy.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really what's all that's
That's
going.
about as deep as it goes.
Okay. Does any
Lights are on, but no one's home.
do we have any? Does anybody know
Timbo.
like stone shape or something? Or is that druids only?
Druids,
We need
wizards.
to ask the wizard what spells you have, wizard.
About what? About what?
Well,
Can you shape
we
stone?
fix it?
To shape a stone?
Just say all your spells.
I don't have anything that could do something like that.
Tell us your spells. I'll show you mine.
I'm
You
not
show me
telling you.
yours.
I'm not telling you all of my spells.
I'll tell you my spells.
There's
You
can
no
tell
me your
use in
spells.
pushing.
I have a bit of an idea that might be able to help.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm all ears.
I grab my lantern, hold it in my hands, and then I start shaking. Wake!
What?
We need your. I need your help.
What?
I don't think that's good for us.
A stone bridge is in front of us, but it's not structurally sound enough. I was wondering if you knew any way to help us out, to get us across without it collapsing us and us, dying subsequently.
What kind of bridge? Like a river or a chasm?
Chasm that goes into a
It's a river.
river. Chasm that goes into a river.
It's not really a chasm that goes into a river. It's just a river.
It is just a river.
Just a river. Just a
Can you
river.
try, like, redirecting the flow or halting the flow for a bit until you get across?
Does anyone here know how to control water?
Not particularly.
No shape water?
I might have an idea.
Uh,
What if
Look,
we
all of my spells explode things.
What if we intentionally collapse the bridge to form as a makeshift dam?
That is a horrible idea.
I like that idea. Yeah.
It's a idea. I don't see any of you coming up with that.
All
Alright,
I will
fine. I'm going
perception.
to. I have an idea. I'll do it. I'm gonna attack a tree.
Okay.
Can I roll perception by the
Roll
river?
attack on the tree, and yeah, go ahead and roll perception on
fell
the
a tree.
river.
I am going to cut down a tree. I'm going to attack a tree.
I got a 19.
I got 22 to hit
All
the
right.
tree.
First off, Lord Cax, what were you trying to perceive in the?
Like anything like you said there's a bridge and below that is a river, right?
Correct.
Okay, I was trying to like follow, like look at the river from where it flows to or where it comes from. If there's anything to like like stop the river flow or where it's coming from. or
Well,
something.
as you look upstream, you see Sushi has just like sliced right through a tree trunk at an angle, causing it to fall forward. The it does slow down the it does manage to slow down the river a bit, but it's also starting to like get pushed a bit.
I was hoping we could cross this.
I mean, getting us individually across, that'll work, but won't help the cart.
Yeah,
What if I get another tree?
the tree is starting to
How
be picked up by the current a bit more.
how will we get it onto the trees to roll it across?
Is there any way for us to take the tree and put it and use it as a support?
As you say that, the tree makes contact with the bridge, and you see it goes, and you see some of the not, I guess, dust begins to like get shaken loose from the bridge.
I went.
It's still standing, but it's got a tree right
Ugh.
next to it.
Well, I mean, I can bring another tree.
I
You want me to get another tree?
I can't think today.
Is
Alright, tree
I go
time.
back to try to look upstream.
Yeah. Upstream just leads to more forest.
And downstream.
More forest.
All right, I'm getting another tree.
All right, roll attack at the tree.
If we get a family of beavers,
16.
16. As you try to cut through this one, your blade gets stuck about halfway through.
You're not much more cooperative than that. Whatever. I'm gonna leave it for a sec.
The sword? You're leaving it in the tree?
Yes. Just for a minute.
As you do, the figure says, "That's an impressive sword. Not very many can slice through a tree and a half that easily."
Why do I have a feeling that you're going to start trying to compare us and be like, you know what, we can cut through each other's necks? Because, like, no thanks.
Oh no, I'm
Anyway,
a pacifist.
Then
You
what's with
have
the
some
sword and
weapons
axe?
right there.
Pacifists still need to have protection.
Yes. I don't go out seeking fights. I've given up my date.
Who are
I've
you?
given up my days of fighting long ago. He's a more
Who are you pilgrimaging for?
myself.
To where?
Hmm, I'm not sure. But I'm confident that I'll know it when I find it.
I'm just gonna lie on the floor for a bit. I gotta go help my parents. I'll be
Okay.
back.
Levere just like gives up and flops on the cart, the back of the cart.
I know exactly how Livia lays down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send it to you in a bit.
All right, I'm gonna
Just
take
try.
the. I am going to drag the sword out of the tree now with the chain.
All right.
Yank it out.
I said
Huh?
all right.
Okay. Do you need me to roll strength,
Uh,
or do I just get it out of the tree?
what does the specifics of the chain say?
As a bonus, you can make an athletics
Okay,
check.
so
Okay.
athletics.
So yes, I do need to roll a strength. I got a nat 20.
Hell yeah! As you bring it out, like you bring out in a way that it cuts through the rest of the tree, falling into the river, and landing right. As you look at the slices, you find that maybe you can cut the. As you look at the way that it's been sliced at an angle, maybe you can cut the trees as they as it's pushed by the current slamming into the bridge again. Boom! More dust. This time, a couple of the bricks on the far side of the bridge's railing fall into the river. But as you see the slices, you think maybe you could cut, if you had enough trees to make a wooden bridge, you might be able to cut the cut a at an angle to let the cart get up. It might take another tree or two to be able to effectively create a new bridge.
All right, I have a new idea. It's a bad idea, but I have it.
Ooh.
I am going to dig.
You're gonna dig?
Yes.
Where?
I am going to dig from the other side of the river to the river, to the top side of the river, using my burrowing speed to try and redirect the river around the thingy bridge.
What?
I'm gonna try to redirect the river around the bridge.
Where are you digging?
In the dirt.
Where in relation to the river?
Next to it.
That's going to take a while.
That's not.
Yeah,
that's not gonna
I-
work.
I'm gonna.
It's gonna take way too long, and you're not gonna really get any progress done.
I can move 15 feet at a time.
Cubic?
Not
Yeah.
cubic, but like
Well, if it's not cubic, then
it's a
yeah.
hole.
You would need to redirect. To redirect all the water, you would need to. That would be like full on construction equipment, is what you would need, and a lot of time.
Hell, it's not my fault. I'm a warlock.
Missed.
Sushi
I knew I
thinks
should
that
have
she
gone,
can dig and
and-
redirect the river.
I want to use my
Like Foley.
I want to use my grappling hook as a way to see how deep the river is.
All right. As you do, go ahead and roll a percentile. But as you do, you find that it's maybe about 5 to 10 feet deep. 34. As you pull your grappling, as you pull your grappling hook back, you do find that there is a catfish that is stuck on one of the hooks.
Ooh, lunch!
Fuck me, I guess. I'm gonna be right back again.
But you find that the current is pretty strong, and it's between 5 to 10 feet. You can't really tell. Yeah. So, any other ideas?
Do we know what's on the other side of this bridge?
The path.
Nothing further, I guess. Yeah, there won't be anything that could help us
Oh.
out.
Just whatever lies
So
down the path.
maybe can we do some logs, like try to like jump on them as like stepping stones?
We have to get the horses and the cart through it. It's not gonna work.
Ooh, wait! I got an idea. What if we ford the river using the what if we ford the river behind the bridge and trees? That way, if we're pushed by the current, we're stopped by the trees and the bridge.
You can certainly try.
This is gonna have to be a consensus. Do you think that's a good idea?
I'm ready to try it.
If I may, could I ride in the back as you do? The current is, even with those supports, the current is far too strong for my armor. That would be tossed about.
Sure. You can come along.
Thank you, kind stranger. And he crawls into the back of the wagon.
Corvus is back there, right?
Yeah, Corvus, you see this full plate armor wielding a battle axe and a great sword, a dragonborn crawl into the back of the into the back of the wagon with you.
Hello
Hello
there.
there, little one.
Corvus hears in the back of their mind Jules' voice. Watch him. I don't trust him.
Well, I'm just like enjoying like the scenery, you know, just out traveling.
I can empathize with that. I too am enjoying the scenery.
hmm So what has you at these parts, sir?
Oh, I'm just making my way to the west. How about you?
Making my way downtown.
I don't know exactly where we're heading, but it's definitely somewhere to find a friend.
Friends can be found in many places. Not to discredit your efforts. I have found friends in the most unlikely of places.
I see. I think Corvus would like to roll an insight
Okay,
check.
roll an insight check.
Oh my.
Oh wow, 24.
Yeah.
He seems fairly honest. He
Alright.
doesn't
Alright.
necessarily seem to be lying about anything. His mannerisms doesn't seem to mean any harm to you. As far as you can tell, he's just a guy who wants to continue on a journey that requires him to cross this bridge. Just as you
I
all
see.
are on a journey which requires you to cross this bridge.
Yeah, that's really interesting to hear. I just wanted to know, what sort of type of work do you do?
Oh, I used to be something of an assistant to an old. Well, I'm not sure how to describe them. I used to aid in them, in their, work, but, I've sort of gone my separate way and began my journey to, well, see this world. I had been cooped up for quite a long time, so things have changed greatly since I last walked about.
That's quite a story to hear. Just wondering though, uh, after after all this is done, what do you do after you feel like you accomplish your journey? You know, is there some sort of end goal for you?
Hmm. I don't believe there is any necessary end goal. I'm sure I'll just find whatever path is set in front of me afterwards.
Thanks for keeping like a chatty birdie like as queries in check. You know, just kind of
Well,
like just wanted to know more.
as long as the world continues, there will always be things to do. Always something to occupy yourself. Always something to keep moving towards. The thing you have to remember is to never give up. No matter how many times, how many obstacles, there will always be a way forward. Sometimes all you have to do is just sit back, wait, and think a moment or two.
That's really pithy, but in my experience, if you're that stuck, the best way to find a way forward is to cut everything in front of you.
Well, I certainly can't cut the water now, can I? At least not until the winter.
Always try.
Well, if worst came to
All right.
if worst came to come, I
Anyway,
could
I'm
easily
back.
have just continued my waiting until the waters froze over in a few months.
All right,
Do you
everyone
really
ready to
have
ford the river?
feelings for that? If we're really this set, why don't we just go to the other fork?
Would that? Do you think that would work?
Hmm.
I mean,
Don't fix
I
the
mean,
I have no idea. I've not walked these
it
lands
won't.
before.
But if we're deciding to ford the river instead of fixing the bridge, there is another fork, so we could try seeing what's over there.
this is true. But if
Like, I wanted to help fix the bridge because I am perfectly happy with civic duty and believe in the value of trying and helping the realm. But if we're not going to do that, we might as well, like, try the easier route first.
I mean, we are on a deadline as well.
Yeah, so, like, you want to check the other thing out? Because it's not, like, that far back, or...
Good sir, do you mind a quick detour?
Of course. You can.
All right, let's go check the other part of the fork then.
I have no set path forward. As long as the path does go forward, I am content.
No, we have to go back a bit to go forward.
Eh,
A bunch of fucking old
one
gears
step back,
still on
two
the
steps
fucking
forward. As they always say.
Backwards, but it's always good to be motivated. Let's go.
Alright.
And I turned the cart around to head to the other fork.
as y'all are leaving the bridge, you hear a as the bridge finally collapses from all the trees smashing into it.
Whoops.
Not my fault. Not my fault.
Well, I suppose that way is no longer forward at all.
At least until someone else.
Fine.
I don't think. Yeah. Or mark it in a tree.
Yeah. At least no one was harmed in it. Be a shame if it fell if someone was on it.
Mm-hmm.
So as you make your way back into the fork and follow the different branch, you come across the river a bit further upstream, maybe about like a mile or two, and another bridge. This one with supports intact.
Well, there we go.
Cool.
Forward we go.
Yes. As the horses cross the bridge very cautiously as the water is rushing down below, you finally make your way across the river. And the...
What?
Sorry?
You were starting to go all muffly.
The horses are cautious as they cross the river.
Yeah, I got that. It's just that
The second half got muffled.
Yeah, the second half got like super
Okay,
muffled.
as the water rushes down below you, but you finally make it across the river and onto the path to continue towards your goal. As you do, the armored figure hops off of the wagon and says, I thank you, kind strangers, for your generosity in aiding me on my own path. I will never forget the kindness that you shared today, but I believe this is where we must go our separate ways. And
Well, maybe one day meet again. Be it in this life or the next.
preferably this life.
Very much so.
Yes. He
Yeah.
waves and continues down the path that y'all continue down as well, but being on horses in a wagon, y'all pass him and y'all pass him. Is that it's like that awkward thing where two people say goodbye and then start heading the same direction, where it's like just a
Yeah.
bit awkward. But eventually you continue down on your path and keep going for quite some time until eventually the sun begins to set.
John and Mick camp or keep going?
What?
Sun's starting to go down.
I suppose we can.
I cannot hear you, Chalkby.
if the captain allows it.
I suppose we can make camp if the captain allows it.
So, assuming Levere does, we'll make camp. Levere is still
Yeah,
getting
okay.
still being off. Camp time.
We'll pull into the forest a bit to make camp then.
All right. As you make up your camp and settle into the night, who's going to get first watch?
I'll take it.
All right.
I'll take second.
All right. So, first watch.
I'll take last. Oh,
Okay. All right. So, hold on. Hold on. Sorry.
That's what the right sounds.
Yeah. No. Pancake is difficult to.
Also, for the last time, can the rest of y'all also help out with the notes?
All right. So, you
I don't see where you're. I don't see where you're taking notes.
there's a notes in the notes channel. Tapir notes.
There's a Google Doc in the
Yeah.
pins.
Oh.
As well as the world map. So
Sorry.
Drool, go ahead and roll perception as you're taking first watch.
I need people to fucking take out my
Tense.
jaded comments. And cover up what I miss because I keep getting fucking called out of my room.
All right. So as your watch goes by, you start to drift off. Not too bad, but don't really notice anything. But eventually, your time gets your time being on watch passes, and it's time for the next one.
I wake up who's next on watch and slip into my bottled respite.
All right.
That's me.
All right. As you sit down, you see Jewel get throop into the lantern.
Yeah, fucking great. A 10.
All right. You are tired and you don't really notice anything. It's concerning a bit. There's a few moments where like all sound ceases, but eventually your time at the watch passes. Who's got third watch?
I'll take third watch. I guess.
All right.
What am I rolling?
Perception as Levere like wakes you up.
22.
All right,
22.
22. As your watch goes, you get that feeling like you're being watched. You can't really pinpoint the direction, but you're definitely sure something is watching you.
I'm gonna finger my sword.
All right. You finger your sword, and eventually the feeling passes as the lights in the sky go pitch black, signifying the oncoming dawn. As after a few moments of absolute darkness, the sun begins to rise, the sky taking on that beautiful pink and red and orange and yellow. And that is the long rest. You finished your second day in the forest.
Cool.
Ah.
Right.
My room smells
Oh,
awful.
that's rough.
Yeah, a beer can that still had some beer in it fell, and then got all over the floor.
Oh, that's awful.
It was shit beer too.
The sun begins to rise, and you all wake up and yawn and begin to get to your morning routines. What do y'all do?
Jewel, make sure her lantern is clipped to her belt like usual.
All right.
Nice and steady.
Eat breakfast and go.
All right. Levere has a quiet breakfast and just has everyone just get on. And who's taking the reins of the? Who's taking the reins?
I want to take
All right.
the reins.
As y'all let Corvus, against your better judgment, take the reins. So Corvus, go ahead and roll animal handling. Oh, you snap the, you go like yeah, and the horses do not move. Yeah. Levere, you notice that the horses are still eating their breakfast as Corvus is trying to get them to go.
Starting to bark at them in Draconic.
All right, they quickly finish their breakfast and just head off.
Angry yip yap at
Yeah.
them. Just fucking.
All right.
Like Corvus is just like does not even know what is being spoken to her, but she's just like
It's not you. It's the horses.
Oh,
All right. Do y'all want to do a? Do y'all want to roll a d8 again for me? Go ahead.
I can roll a d8.
Just one of y'all.
Okay.
That is a 1.
Everyone, go ahead and roll perception as you go about your day.
Natural 20.
All right.
That
All
one.
right.
12.
Yeah, Levere, you don't really notice anything, but Jewel, as you're going, you hear like the fluttering of like leathery wings, and you look up, and for a brief moment, you can see an imp is trailing you. An imp that is familiar. It's one of the ones that is usually skulking about at the casino.
I growl and shout up at Infernal. What do you want?
Yeah, just keeping an eye. As instructed.
I already have an eye.
Yes, we're just keeping an
What's
eye
going
on
on?
you.
Who's got an eye?
I poked down. I was speaking in Infernal. I don't think you can understand Infernal.
I
Yeah.
speak Infernal.
Oh. Nothing. It's just keeping an eye on me.
Sushi, you can recognize
Why?
the imp as being the one you had killed. In
You're a dick.
Fuck you.
I agree with the sushi.
I'm just doing my job. You want to complain to someone?
last
Complain to the
job
big
was, like,
boss.
Annoying. We did. It didn't turn out well.
I'll go file another complaint. Now I just have to make sure that you're doing your job.
We are doing that job.
Are you?
What else would we be doing out in the fuck off woods?
Trying to escape?
Why?
Well, he's mostly talking about me since I owe a debt.
yes.
Fuck your debt.
I know.
So yeah. As you
If they want to escape, we can make them escape. I don't
What's it
give-
called? I got a. Did I perceive something different, or I perceived the same thing as Jewel? I got.
you can all see it now that Jewel has pointed it out.
Okay.
Y'all don't really know what it's saying, but there's just an imp that is in the trees.
There's now just this shouting match in Infernal in the middle of
Yeah.
the woods.
Oh,
Between
what are you doing here?
Yeah, it responds in a way that you do not understand.
Anyone understood what it said?
I can
He
translate.
said,
What did he
"Go
say?
fuck yourself."
He said to go fuck yourself.
it said your mother's a whore. No,
Your mother was a hamster and your father smelled of elderberries.
I mean, there's nothing in my debt that said I couldn't kill little nosy little bastards. Should we partake in target practice?
It doesn't stick, so who cares?
Good point.
Plus, you don't even get like. If I remember correctly, I don't even get meat off.
No, whenever
Oh,
devils
right.
die, they become they turn into ash.
Yeah, so like, what's the point?
It's one of the things that differentiates them from demons. Demons become an ichor.
Gross, but at least there's uses for
There's
Iker.
uses for ash.
The fuck
You-
can you do with ash?
You live this time, little imp.
He blows a raspberry.
You know, if
And
you keep
hides-
saying that, you're gonna sound like a super
He
villain.
blows a raspberry and then hides in the trees. You're pretty sure he's probably still watching you, but
Ugh.
I guess that's its way of keeping check.
Unfortunately, he does the same when he did the same when I was being a spy.
It's a pretty good
Unfor-
spy.
Well, he's small, annoying, and knows how to hide.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I've known him long enough to point him out.
Hey, that's what's useful in a familiar, not in a follower.
Who are you spying on?
Me?
No, I mean who you were spying on.
Oh, the cult that we're currently chasing to get your friend back.
That is why we brought them along.
Well, it was either I get forced along or, I get added onto my time, and I can't stay any longer in that casino before I just. But I am.
Escape, run away. Who cares?
He has my soul.
Meh.
Yeah, it's not.
that'll
It's
do
not
it.
that easy.
I have a bunch of souls. They're kind of boring.
I don't trust you.
They're just kind of like a goop.
Unfortunately, he has me on a leash essentially.
Yeah, well.
At least until I work enough to pay back what I owe.
Why does he have your soul?
That's
I have a gambling problem.
All right, let's keep going.
All right.
Very much so.
The day
I don't know if I can deal with Cuphead
the
over
day
here.
the day progresses uneventfully and just a standard walk. Although you do notice that the terrain is starting to shift slightly in the sense that it's not nearly as much of a. It's still lush forest, but not as much. And there's larger stones jutting out that become more frequent as you're sort of shifting from a forest to more of a forested mountainous area.
I would like to see if there's anything to kill.
All right, roll perception.
Nat 20.
Yeah, there's a pretty big ass deer, maybe about 30 feet off the road.
I would like to cast Expeditious Retreat on myself,
Alright.
and then run at the deer.
All right.
Gotta go
Are
fast.
you being stealthy or just straight up running at it?
I am going to like cast a spell, slowly turn, and then suddenly, like that kind of like look like try to look like I'm going somewhere else, and then suddenly run at it.
All right. Let's see.
I'm gonna dash at the
All right.
motherfucker.
It is going to run out, and it is slightly faster than you using its dash.
All right, I'll use my second dash.
How much does that get you?
Total of
Total
90.
of 90? Oh yeah, no, it's faster. Yeah, this thing has a base speed of 60, and it's dashing.
All right, I will be casting Eldritch Blast.
All right,
Eldritch Blast.
roll to attack.
Well, let's see. Yeah, okay. I'll test Eldritch Blast.
That
13.
misses. As it goes, foo, way up ahead, smacking against a tree.
How far away is it?
Already pretty far. It's
Within 120 feet. Within 120 feet.
no.
Okay, I wanted to help.
It runs
keep
120
running
feet
after
each
it.
round. Yeah,
got it.
the only reason... So it basically gains 30 feet of distance each round from Sushi.
That's only if I spend my both my action and bonus action dashing.
Okay.
So
So then it gets 60 feet ahead.
yeah.
that means you have one
so
more
I'm
chance at
gonna-
getting an Eldritch Blast off.
No, I'm gonna throw my sword.
What's the range on it? Oh, on the chain?
Here's the range on the chain.
'Cause-
30
yeah,
feet.
no, it's
Never mind.
60 feet ahead of you.
All right, Eldritch Blast.
All right, roll to
motherfucker.
attack.
I got 2 of these. 14.
Glancing blow.
14. All right.
Go ahead and roll
All
damage.
That's
5 divided by
damage.
2, rounded up, is 3 damage.
Okay.
So, you manage to get it, and it staggers a bit. You gain a little bit of distance. I'll say that it's about 40 feet ahead now.
All right. I will try to Eldritch Blast again. I want to aim for the leg.
All right. I'll say an aim shot has an additional 2. Okay, 18 hits.
18. Oh god fucking damn it. 1 damage.
You do a plip. It's still running. It's got a slight limp. It didn't gain any. I'll say it doesn't gain any distance.
All right. I'm gonna try again. Other leg. Oh.
Yeah, no, you
8.
miss. It's about 100 feet away now, as it gains about 60.
All right. Other leg again. Come on.
Hell yeah,
19.
that hits.
7 damage.
All right. As you do, it you man it. It's how do you want to do this? It had 10 health.
Well, I guess I already said I'm blasting the leg, so I guess I blast the leg to a way that it will then fall and break its neck. I guess that's
All right.
what's happening.
You blast the leg right as it's jumping, right as it's trying to jump over the log, and right when it lands, you hear a snap, and it goes roar as it like skids and falls, and then you hear a conk. As you can see, its neck has been impaled by the branch of a log.
I've been muted, so anything I've said has been ignored for a while.
Yeah.
A branch of a log impales its
I haven't
neck.
talked much.
It's currently drowning in its own blood.
I'm going to go and I'm going to give it mercy with my katana.
Is that really mercy?
Ah.
So, as you put your katana right through its heart and twist, and its final breath leaves its body, your katana soaking up its blood, you now have this stag which is impaled clean through at the neck on a log.
Right, time to lug this fucker back.
Alright. Roll strength to try and pull it off the log.
13.
As you try to pull, you hear a snap. Luckily, it's not the bones. It's the log. A portion has broken off. It's still impaled, but the impalement is now detached from the log. So it's basically got a
Alright.
chunk of wood
I'm
right
cool.
through its neck as you're carrying it.
I'm backing this motherfucker back to the. Yeah.
All
to
right.
the team.
So like 2 minutes ago, y'all saw Sushi just jump off the cart and run, and now she comes back lugging a deer carcass.
And aren't you the little
Dinner.
hunter?
Lunch?
There's no
Who wants
blood.
lunch?
Not a single drop of blood.
So, I assume you hunt often?
You could say that.
Weren't you the one that
Depends
was
on what you
royalty, though?
define on hunting.
Weren't you the one that was royalty, though?
Yes. I
When did you learn
am
to
to
hunt?
be empress.
When did you learn to hunt? Most royalty I know never leaves their silver beds.
My sword master always wanted me to do what is the most destructive. I learned how to pierce a bird's heart in flight with only my blade.
Impressive.
Anyway, who wants lunch? I
I
uh
could eat.
I just by the roadside I start butchering the deer and I build a small fire and I cut pieces off with my wakizashi, my second blade, which I guess doesn't get very bloody since there's no blood in the carcass. And I roast, I lightly roast with small amounts of salt the deer carcass with basically the hunter's meal. The best
Using some
seasoning
of
is
the salt
fresh
from the
death.
salt beef barrel.
Yeah, the best seasoning is just fresh death. Apparently, this is how hunters eat their meat. They lightly salt it, no other seasoning.
uh,
Uh,
Salt is too spicy for sushi.
Sushi likes to chew on fucking
Food.
wasabi when she can get it.
Yeah.
It just doesn't grow anywhere around here.
Yeah. So, as you enjoy,
It
are
barely
y'all
grows
gonna
anywhere.
skin it and cook it like
Barely
right
grows.
now? All right, roll
Yes.
survival.
I hacked. I'm cutting it up with my wakizashi.
What was that?
Which is not magic.
Not magic. No. 5. What?
You
Can we roll above a
you
10?
eviscerate it, but you do manage to get like enough for a meal for everyone of usable meat.
I'm wearing the intestines as like a scarf at this point and just going, yes, wonderful.
Yeah. Gross. And then you slurp it up like spaghetti.
That's the things I have seen on this trip I shall never unsee.
Hey, you have a talking thing too.
I don't know.
Well,
Your lantern
he's-
says, I don't know why you're so disturbed by this. This is nothing my own followers wouldn't do every now and then.
Just quiet you.
So, you
I just eat the fucking
Alright.
deer.
So you enjoy your lunch and head back on the trail, and the third day begins to come to a close as the sun begins to set. Thankfully not so difficult day. You pray that the night will be just as easy. So you're setting up camp, or are you gonna push along?
You should probably push along. It's only like midday.
No, the
isn't
sun
it?
is setting now.
Oh.
There was a transitioned into y'all going
Okay.
for the
yeah,
rest
no,
of the
this is
day,
fine.
and now night.
Do you guys want to keep going for a little bit or sleep time?
Rest.
All right.
Yeah, we should rest.
I am going to lightly pat Levere. Levere needs
All
rest.
right. So
Levere, why don't you not take watch tonight?
Okay.
all right. So you set up camp. Levere goes to his room and passes out, I'm guessing.
It's more like he just kind of lies in his bedroll for 3 hours and then falls
Being
asleep.
captain ain't what you thought it'd be.
No, it's just that he's more frustrated about not being able to do shit because it's actually happening to him.
Oh.
He's just been trying to do things that he's usually okay at, and he's just flubbed everything so
It's
far
because you're on the
today.
land. I don't know. How superstitious is Levere? He ain't got land legs.
He's mildly religious, but other than that, like not super superstitious.
No, it actually might be because you're on land. Your rolls were amazing back when you were on water. So who gets first watch?
I'm just good for combat.
Who?
We'll take first
All right,
watch.
go ahead and roll perception.
Dirty
All right.
20.
I need to shift to the night.
I mean, if we had to do some stealth or acrobatics, I couldn't physically fail. But you know, not much to do for that out in the woods.
We're in the woods.
I can't fail because I get plus 11 in both.
So
Into the
as
woods.
you as you settle into your watch, Sushi, you spot a glint in the trees, and you see the imp is still following you.
I just wait.
Yeah, ducks behind the tree again, and then like appears on the other side of the tree with like binoculars.
I will do my nightly ritual of taking care of my swords, even though one I barely used and the other technically takes care of itself.
All right, and can you do a nightly ritual of speaking a little closer to the mic because I can't hear you?
I do my night. I took care of my swords.
All right.
Wipe them down, clean them, all that sort of stuff.
Polish. Maybe unwrap the handle, check the tang.
The yeah, you take care of your swords, ignoring the imp that's been spying on you seemingly the whole journey, and eventually your watch comes to an end.
I'll take the second.
All right, you tag out, and Jewel, go ahead and roll perception.
22.
Yeah, you also see the imp.
I flip
He
them
flips
off.
you off. You know very well that this imp is going to follow you until you either return back to the casino, or until it dies, or until you die. But either way,
Whichever comes
either way,
first.
this imp's got a contract just like you. So
Either way, you'll be paying your debt off one way or another.
nothing remarkable happens. Nothing necessarily remarkable happens throughout your watch. And eventually it's time for third watch.
Who's taking it?
Who is taking third watch?
I don't know. Corvus, I guess. Not Corvus. Just left to get a new.
I'll take the
Alright,
watch.
Lorcax.
I really hope that doesn't mean they just left to go to the store.
Alright, Lorcax is gonna take the next watch. Lorcax.
I tag out and slip into my lamp.
They just like schloomp into the lamp. Lorcax, go ahead and roll perception.
21.
You don't really notice anything other than the imp that's been following you.
I do the thing where I'm like I show that I'm looking at the imp. Like cat
Oh,
like two
yeah.
two fingers point at my eyes and point at their eyes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ducks behind the tree and appears on the other side of the tree. Yeah, a couple moments later. But eventually the lights in the sky go black as the sun begins to rise and the sky shifts.
Wait, the lights go
The
black.
lights at so
You know, the guiding lights.
Yeah.
You know, the guiding lights, the
Yeah,
auroras in the sky.
yeah,
Oh.
the sky goes pitch black other than the moon when the sun is about to rise. Like there's
I'm
Twilight.
thinking like
Yeah.
the sun just goes dark and just.
No, it's nighttime. We're sleeping.
does Lorcax
Right.
not know what the sun is? Just think that the night is when the sun goes dark.
Locax doesn't.
He's a dwarf. He's lived in the caves.
Locax is
Lorcax
pretty
believes
smart.
in flat Tapir.
This isn't the
Lorcax
other
could
one.
never fly so high. He could never fly so high.
Eventually the sun comes up.
Lorcax is smart. He's just drunk all the time.
The
He's probably halfway through our rum rations.
so eventually
No,
the
I've
sun
been-
starts to come
we're
up
pretty
and y'all
conservative
safely
at
made it
that.
through another night.
Okay.
You're almost to the next town.
Let me look at the map.
You have a day or two.
Okay, so we're close to Buskis.
Yes. You should be arriving sometime the following day. Not the day that just started.
And if I remember, the mountain range is like about halfway between Cora and
Correct.
Buskis. Buskis?
Yeah.
Which guys?
Yeah, Buskis.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Buskis.
It's about
Alright.
halfway between Buskis and Cora.
Alright, so we're still like about 3 or 4 days out. No. About a week.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
You're on day. You're on day 4 of your trip, which means you should be arriving at Buskis the following day, which means after
May I make a request? Who just left?
Oh,
It was
Corvus.
that's fine.
May I make a request that we maybe take a short little pause and have a bathroom break?
Yeah, you can go to a bathroom break as the I just wanted to complete this last day, and we can call it a night.
Okay.
If you want to hold it for like half
Alright,
an hour.
I can hold it.
All right.
Yeah.
So, who's gonna take the reins? All right, roll animal handling.
He never does.
Sure.
Cool. I have no animal handling. I have no wisdom.
I'll do it.
Ben.
Well, it's
Locax.
better than a negative roll,
Well,
so...
I got 10.
Can I assist?
Sure. That means Sushi roll again.
Yeah, sure. Just get 2 people up at the range. She's short.
A little
13.
better. The horses are getting tired. Not like tired physically, but tired of like they.
Us?
Yeah. Tired of all just the weirdness, the stuff y'all have had them do. They just.
Nearly dying.
I've only done weird stuff once. Everything else has just been them being shit at pulling a cart and me yelling at them.
They're just getting emotionally exhausted. But they do their job fine enough. They're stubborn.
Horses.
Yeah, you bought them, but you have to earn their respect.
How do you earn the respect of a
Corvus
horse?
earned the respect of one of the horses. kind of.
Well, that's Corvus.
Yeah.
She's
Go
weird
ahead and
with
roll
animals.
a D8.
She also earned the hate of a snake once. Who wants to roll the
Oh, I
D8
guess,
this
yeah,
time?
Olivia.
Biddy, you never did it.
Hey, a 3.
Yeah, there you go.
3. Oh. So as you're walking through, you find you notice that as you come to what at first seems like a straight path, you do notice that there are some.
Starting to get muffled.
No.
Starting to get muffled.
You notice that there are some tracks, some wagon tracks that lead off into the grass, a different way.
We follow him.
You continue.
Well, Captain, would you like to follow the call to adventure or just leave it alone?
We'll see what's there. We'll see what's there.
All right.
Do you want to take the cart or do you want us to go ahead?
I'll scout.
All right, I'll go with you.
As you scout ahead, you're following what looks like other wagon tracks, other hoof prints, and they go on for quite a bit. This seems like a surprisingly level ground. You could easily ride a cart through it, which makes sense as to why it seems like someone recently did. But it goes on for quite a bit.
How level?
Stable enough that it might actually be a less bumpy ride than the road. The grass giving a soft cushion.
Well, that is extremely suspicious.
I rolled a 10 for a wisdom check to see how well Levere thinks this out. He definitely thinks this is a druid's doing. He thinks that like he might not know all of the spells or the names, but he knows that druids can make the dirt move.
Yeah. They do quite literally have a path. They do literally have a spell that does create a path.
This is a druid's doing.
I think it's not.
Okay, so it's level. Is it bare dirt or is it like grass and stuff?
It's grass, but it's like it is grass, and it's surprisingly soft grass. It would absolutely cushion the tires and be probably a smoother ride than the dirt path that y'all have been on.
Definitely a druid's. Okay. Yeah, let's ride the cart down here a ways and see what's up.
No, this is a bad idea, Captain. This is a bad idea. Let's not do this.
You sure?
I am making an educated guess. I think this is the Fae.
We just encountered the Fae like last month. I don't think we'd do more with it.
Does mysterious path going into the woods not scream, "Stay away from me, I am a fucking scary ass yokai" to you?
Sushi?
Yes.
I've spent about most of my life either at sea or living at the docks in Fatio.
Did your parents never tell you stories of the monsters in the woods?
Kobolds don't have parents, per se.
Also, the only stories you hear on the seas about things that you shouldn't follow is like singing in the mist.
Yeah.
To be
look
fair,
out
I mean, Sushi's childhood was mostly
and-
being.
I look out for fog and musical singing. I don't know forest stuff.
Look, it's the same thing. If something is too good to be true, don't go towards it. No matter where you are, on the sea or in the land.
I've never been in these woods.
I've barely been in any woods, but it doesn't matter. It screams bad idea.
Fine, we won't go. Just head back to the cart and keep going forward.
All right.
Sushi kind of trails behind, just sadly.
Yeah.
Exhausted.
By the way, the grass very soft on your feet.
I will cut out a piece of sod to
Okay.
take with me.
Does the sod scream at us?
It just seems like it's a different path as far as you can tell.
Still a bad idea.
Take a square of the forest of the other path and compare the dirt.
The path you're on.
As you can see, this is more
Yeah,
loamy.
looking at the path you're on, there's like, now that you have a comparison of like a smooth path, you can definitely see like all the different like roots and bumps and stuff on the path that you were headed on.
I get the feeling that the path we're on is probably like kind of like the dustier kind of dirt. It's more like a tan when it's dry.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's like the kind of dirt you see on desired paths.
And the dirt that we just pulled up from the sod, the sod that Sushi just pulled up is probably like
soft.
Flat.
Yeah, it's like soft, dark brown, near black, moist. It looks like potting soil.
Yeah, it's definitely a rich soil, especially with all the all the leaves that have began falling since it's autumn. It's definitely a very rich dirt at the moment. Yeah. Ultimately,
I'm gonna take out my dagger and go about maybe like 5 feet into the tree line to get a sample of the dirt there. I know that we're focusing. I know that I'm basically like doing the player thing of examining nothing for no reason. But like, clearly we're avoiding the encounter, so might as well do something.
Go ahead and roll an intelligence.
Like the only reason Sushi wouldn't have said that is because she wants to kill whatever's over there. She would know either way.
Or you can roll perception. You can either roll a perception check or an intelligence check, and
I'll roll perception because I get +5 to that.
I will give you information and let you do what you will.
It didn't roll. It skid.
Ah, that's rough. Well, you do have luck.
That's happened to me.
You got a full thing of luck since you just got a couple long rests.
There we go. That's a decent roll. 18. My first decent roll of the fucking night.
As you get the grass and the dirt in, you like give it a taste, give it a sniff.
Yum, yum, yum.
It smells like fresh cut grass. It smells really nice, but you realize one smell that's not present, and that is lavender. There's no lavender present in it.
Hold on, I sniffed the path sod again, and I just looked angry.
Yeah, no lavender.
So the path sod has lavender, but the regular forest
there is no lavender whatsoever.
there's no lavender because no Fae.
If that's the conclusion you draw.
Well, considering all of the encounters we've had with Fae include the smell of lavender, much to Levere's dismay.
All of the encounters?
Yeah. Anytime we have been around the Fae, like the entire time that we were in that place.
Yeah, but how many
lavender
times have
was
we been
everywhere.
around Fae? I
Hey,
can only remember once, but I think
they
maybe a second time?
lavender.
I think we saw a will-o'-the-wisp once. What?
Anyway. There's no Fae.
It doesn't have to actually be Fae. It could have been any sort of yokai. Look, I would be perfectly happy to go kill it.
What do you mean? You mean a monster? A thing
Yeah.
that exists?
Yes. The Fae exist. We've met them.
Yeah, and I haven't met any yokai.
It's just a term.
You just call them Fae. Or spirit.
Yokai is a general term. It means anything.
So does monster.
Yeah, but monster doesn't include... Well, like, monster can include intelligent creatures, but it implies non-intelligence.
People count like the more like aggressive like settlements of orcs as monsters. Monster means nothing. Anyway, just we don't have to go on the path if you don't trust it, but it's
Look,
not
I don't. If you want, we can go down the path. But I am going ahead, and I'm gonna beat whatever motherfucker shows up first down into the dirt. Is that what you want?
I just want to get to town.
Captain, I am deferring to your judgment. Pick a road.
I just want to get to town.
So which road do you think will be more likely to take us to town?
The road we've been on!
Okay.
The road we've been following to town, and not the random, weirdly lush path.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure a druid did.
Okay, so let's keep going.
Sorry that I'm just skipping your encounter. It's
Oh
just...
no, it's fine.
It's just I feel like shit.
I can
just I
tell you
feel
what
like
it is
shit.
once the session is over.
Alright.
Yeah, we just keep
All right.
going.
As you head down the path and eventually settle into the night as time passes, eventually night falls, you should... Who takes the watch?
I'll take
Alright.
the watch.
Roll perception?
I guess I'll watch because fucking Corvus still isn't here.
You start to drift off. It's not until second watch comes that you realize that you were not paying attention at all. Second watch comes like an hour late because you forgot to wake them up.
I'll take
Alright.
second watch.
Olivia, you wake up like an hour later than you were intending and see that Sushi is like half asleep.
I'll just go sit on a log near the fire and look
Alright,
out.
Well, perception.
Fuck you.
Yeah, you do fall.
No, fuck that. I'm getting more lucky rolls in the morning. I'm not taking something that was almost a 12. It stayed on 12 for like 2 seconds. And then it went to a fucking 2.
You
know what?
have one
Fuck it.
more?
Fuck it. I do, but what's gonna happen is I'm gonna roll a 20 and then it's gonna flip to a 2.
So you're not gonna use it? Oh, you are. 13.
13.
All right.
13.
You
Slightly
gaze
better.
out as Sushi is at this point completely asleep by the fire. You don't really notice anything of note, which is good because you really don't want to have to deal with anything. Next is third watch.
I'll take it.
All
I'll
right.
take it.
Go ahead and roll perception as you're sitting next to a sleeping Sushi.
12.
12?
12.
You get distracted looking up at the sky at all the beautiful guiding lights. And eventually they start to dim as you realize, oh crap, the sun's about to rise. And thankfully, nothing really happened. But eventually, it's the final day before Busk is. You know that it's probably like 3 or 4 hours away. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all go through a morning routine, or do you just head onto the road?
Let's just head out. We'll eat in
Alright.
the cart.
I'm not gonna make you roll for anything because you're like right there. But eventually, as the day passes, you head to you make your way there. It's around like 10 to 11 by the time you can see it coming up. It is a fairly small town, not like small. It's maybe about the size of like Esfold, for comparison. Definitely not the biggest place, but it's got its merits as it rises in the distance. You pass by a small hut of it with a oh shit, where's my notes? With a drow that is wearing some furs, that is feeding some goats, and has a cart full of goat milk next to them. On your way there, if you want to stop and try and buy some goat milk, or continue on towards the town.
I will buy some
Alright.
goat milk. Do they have goat cheese?
We don't have goat cheese yet, but I will have some in a few weeks. I recently offloaded my goat cheese off to a town not far from here. Only about a 3 or 4 day journey if you know the way. Have you ever been to? No.
No.
Yeah, okay.
I'm from another
Yes.
country.
Well, you should stop by Fatio. It's wonderful this time of year.
Where's Fitio?
Oh, they point back the way you came.
That may be where we stopped
Okay.
at.
Yes. Yes. If you come back in a week, I might have some goat cheese. For the goat milk, that'll be 2 copper per bottle.
I will hand them a
All right,
silver.
5 bottles. They hand you 5 bottles.
Sushi just kind of like holds the bottles and is like,
These bottles
okay.
These
And
bottles are
walks away.
very pretty. They've got like they have like a ribbon tied around it with a beautiful like a vanilla flower on it.
That is nice.
Thank you. I grew it myself. And they just like hover their hand over like a pot of dirt, and a vanilla flower grows out of it. Vanilla goes great with milk, in my experience. You have a wonderful day now. And they wave.
Dude, she just nods and walks away.
Yeah.
And then, like, kind of has to, like, waddle a little bit quickly to catch up with the cart, which has probably been moving this entire
as you head back into the cart, and you can see the village is, you can see the village is, or the town is getting closer and closer as you move towards it. I think that's where we're going to end this session, with you entering the new town. Or about to enter the new town.
Guess I will.
Yeah.
I will hand everyone a
So
bottle of goat's milk.
with goat milk in your hands and empty bellies from skipping breakfast, the horses trot towards dusk as the birds sing, the sound of goats in the distance. And that is where the session will end. So, thank you everybody for watching. Go check out some of the other stuff, such as Curse of Strahd, which Chalkfee is running. There's also...
They got out of the death house?
Well, some...
Well,
half
kinda.
of us did.
They haven't actually gotten out yet.
No,
Like,
okay, one of us got out.
they finished the.
No,
They finished.
One
the
of us
death house.
got out.
I don't know if running into a cult
No.
is
No,
getting out.
No, physically
different
speaking,
cult.
one of us got out of the death house.
No, I know. No, I know.
Either way, there's also Castlevania Circle of the Moon, which by the time this is on YouTube, the final episode of Circle of the Moon should be posted. So
Yeah.
there's also
Good night, everybody.
Metroid Fusion. Yes,
Metroid
Metroid Fusion.
playthrough.
And Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. So leave in the comments,
We should play Civilization. one of
would
these
you
days.
go
That'd be fun.
down a mysterious path in the woods? I absolutely would.
Probably.
So,
Probably.
with that out of the way, there's nothing left to say, but good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Good night, everybody.